Let me show you this, chat. What the fuck is this, chat? Messi, Maradona, Pelé, Beckenbauer, Cruyff, R9, Zidane, Cristiano Ronaldo. But we go on. Baggio over George Best. Baggio over Eusebio. Over Eusebio. By the way, for people who don't know, Eusebio versus Pelé was Messi versus Ronaldo of that time. Give me a 1 if I'm spitting. For people who don't know, let me explain. Eusebio and Pelé was the Messi and Ronaldo of now. And you got my man Eusebio in fucking 20th when he was competing with Pelé. And now you dropping him to 20. What is this Portuguese hate that I'm seeing? What is this Portuguese hate that I'm seeing? This man was literally battling away with Pelé during that time, bro. Like, yo, there's pictures of them together, hugging each other, like talking about each other. Like, these guys were like, they were doing stats together, and they got this motherfucking 20th. That's disrespectful, bro. Someone said you're just Portuguese. Guys, am I just Portuguese? Or do you guys remember about Eusebio? You're Portuguese and bald. That's what. I don't know, man. They're in the 70s. What do you want? Okay, but yo, look at this list, chat. Do you guys agree? Guys, George Best. Baggio ahead of George Best is fucking ridiculous. Do you guys know how good George Best he was? You really got Cristiano Ronaldo at 8. It's crazy. Guys, do you agree with this list, yes or no? By the way, you guys might get mad at me when I say this. How is Ronaldinho not in the top 25? Like, how is Ronaldinho not in the top 25? By the way, I'm going to take this one step further. I'm going to say something to y'all, and I'm going to tell you how stupid this list is. Are you ready? You can give me an L and you can tell me bad football take if you want. Because I know a lot of people about to give me bad football take. If Maldini is 14th, how did Sergio Ramos not make this list? Sergio Ramos, if not the greatest center back of all time, comes barely behind Maldini. And in my opinion, he's better than Maldini because he did everything you can do as a center back. And he did it multiple times. And he was part of the greatest Spanish team I've ever seen dominate football. And he was part of the greatest Real Madrid team I've ever seen go with a three-peat. For someone to say that Maldini's 14th and Sergio Ramos doesn't make a list of 25, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. I actually can't. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. If Maldini's not equal, if Ramos is not equal to Maldini, he's barely behind him. I think he's ahead of him. But that's because I might be a little bit biased. Now, I don't think winning makes you better. That's for sure. I don't think winning makes you better. Guys, do you have Maldini over Ramos or Ramos over Maldini? Let me tell you Ramos, part of the three-peat and part of the Spain team that did the Euro and the World Cup back-to-back. One of the greatest national team runs I've ever seen. And then one of the greatest club runs I've ever seen. Ramos was there for both of them. I think Ramos is the greatest center back I've ever seen play. And I'm going to tell you another thing. And this is why I got Ramos so high. I'm going to pause the music for this one. I have never seen anyone join Real Madrid as a baby and never lose his spot until pretty much the end of his career. That in itself is saying something. Real Madrid is the most rich team in the world. At any moment, they could have went and bought Boateng. They could have went and bought Thiago Silva. They could have went and bought anyone they wanted to, but they stayed with Ramos. They could have bought anyone they wanted, but they stayed with Ramos. For me, Sergio Ramos is the greatest center back I've ever seen. But anyways, Boateng had a run there where he was one of the better center backs in football, right, chat? Boateng had a little run there where people were like, hey, he might be like top 5 right now, center backs. Not like all time, just that time of that phase of football. Boateng was huge, right? Yeah, he had like 2-3 years where people were like, oh, fuck, Boateng's that guy. Ramos got toyed by Messi. Okay, that's fine. But listen, man. Saying that a player got schooled by the most gifted footballer of all time, the most talented dribbler to ever play the game, is, I don't even know what to say to you. That's like crazy. Look, man, you can argue if Messi's the GOAT, whatever. Messi is the most gifted footballer player of all time. He is the greatest talent ever. Ever. Messi is the greatest talent ever. There's no arguing that. Ronaldo could have competed with him as an athlete and as a footballer with the stuff that he accomplished, but Messi is the most gifted player to ever have a ball on his feet, in my opinion. Thoughts? W or L take? I've never seen anyone be able to get the ball at the back and just through everybody. I don't know what to fucking say. And if you're a Ronaldo fan and you can't see that, bro, you got to open your eyes. Because Ronaldo can be an incredible athlete. Ronaldo could be a great finisher. Ronaldo could be a great header of the ball. Ronaldo could be very fast. But Ronaldo does not have the ball control or the vision that Messi has to read the game. W or L take? I'm sorry, bro. It's just the truth. You might not want to hear it, but he is the greatest talent ever. That is talent, bro. That my man could smoke a cigar, drink a beer, eat a cheeseburger, and still be better than everybody on the field with the ball on his feet. During the game, he could have a cheeseburger in his hand and a cigar and the ball on his feet, and I guarantee you he could still run through. Matter of fact, I think that you could give Messi a full beer and he could take the ball through a whole team without spilling the beer. I believe that. I believe you can give him a full beer and he could run through a whole team without spilling it. I believe that. I believe that shit. I actually low-key want to see it. Can we fill up a glass and have this fucker run with it so we can see if he spills the water? You know what I mean? He's because he's that, chat. And look, man, I'm Portuguese now, say it, bro. The guy is fucking amazing. Honestly, chat, I wish he was Portuguese, right? I wish he was Portuguese. Jesus Christ, I wish he was Portuguese. He's amazing. He's amazing with the ball. But yeah, with that being said, you know, I just, you know, you got to recognize real, bro. This list to me is, this is just, look at this shit, man. The 50 greatest footballers of all time. Who's not on this list that should be here? Ramos. Dingo. I think Dingo should be here. Dingo's definitely in the 25, right? Should Xavi be on here? No Cannavaro? Nah, I don't like this list. This list is crazy. This list is... I don't like this list, bro. I don't like this list, chat. I don't like this list, man. I don't like this. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to give like realistic players that Chat, do you guys honestly think Cruyff was better than Cristiano Ronaldo? That's kind of fucking crazy. Go to next photo. Oh God, man, does it get worser? Ronaldinho 26, Mateus 27, Modric 29, Iniesta over Modric. Iniesta, Modric over Iniesta. What the fuck is this list? Get this out of my face, bro. I can't with these people, man. This is one of the most biased fucking things I've ever seen in my life, man. Wait, you have Buffon in the top 50, but you don't got Neuer in the top 50? Chat, if Buffon's in the top 50, Neuer's in the top 50, right? Wait, where the fuck is Casillas? He has to be on here.